Programs, NeoMegaMan, back again for part 6 of Let's Play Katawa Shoujo. We're back the next morning, and somebody knocking at the door. At 5 minutes past 8, an unbelievably loud banging jolts me awake. It's coming from outside my door. Quickly, I open the door to see Shizune and Misha standing side by side before me. Both of them look a little worn out, though it's more noticeable on Misha. Which one of you knocked? I ask, echoing the question that must be on the mind of everyone in the entire building. That's not important, Hee-chan. She quickly dismisses it without batting an eye. Oh, you're still in your pajamas, Hee-chan? So you don't wake up at 8? I notice her hair is wet, her curls barely holding their shape. No, I thought I'd sleep a bit later since it's the weekend and all, and I've been seriously sleep-deprived this week. I wonder if she missed the poison in my words. Then it's a good thing we came to wake you up! Anyway, Hee-chan, I guess you would like to know why we're here, wouldn't you? It's not hard to guess, but I wish she wouldn't say the words she's going to say next. Would you like to skip class and go somewhere nice with us? Come again? Would you like to skip class and do something fun? I was certain they'd force me to help them again with some kind of slave work. Seriously? Misha grins and nods enthusiastically. I like this new approach they're taking, although I'm somewhat surprised that they would suggest skipping class, even if we only have half a day since it's Saturday. Aren't you too worried about constantly missing class? Well, it doesn't seem to be a problem. Hee-chan, this school's pretty much at a standstill whenever this time rolls around. It's a Saturday, too. Don't you want to do something fun? I'm amazed by how little they seem to care. Not that we're pressuring you to give us your company, but we thought you might just like to hang out. So, would you like to join us? Come on, you'll have a lot more fun than just sitting here with your head on your desk. I guess I won't be missing anything important, nor will I be missed. Alright then. I don't think I'll be missing much. What do you have in mind? My eyes narrow with suspicion as a thought crosses into my mind. Wait, this isn't just some trick to get me to do more student council stuff, right? No, of course not. That's a really mean thing to just assume like that, Hee-chan. And besides, you're in the student council now, remember? If we wanted you to do something for us, we wouldn't have to trick you. This is a kind of coercion that is new to me. Only 2 pretty girls could pull it off. I allow myself to relax a bit. Maybe I'm being a bit too paranoid. It seems like they may really just want to hang out. Nevertheless... No tricks? No tricks! Stop being so paranoid! Well, if you say so. Suddenly I realize I'm still wearing pajamas. I wonder if you'd let me dress up first. Why, Hee-chan? You look just fine. I'd still prefer to wear something else. Oh, shoot, sorry, I forgot to read this part. Stepping back into the hallway, I see Shizune and Misha are engaged in an animated discussion. I wonder if people discussing in Cyan ever accidentally poke each other in the eyes. While I'm contemplating this, Shizune taps me on the shoulder impatiently. So, we're planning on slipping into town. Remember that tea shop we were at on Wednesday? Tea shop? You don't remember? Oh, you mean that cafe? Tea shop. It's called the Shanghai. China is the birthplace of tea, you know? Come on, Hee-chan. I'll even treat you today. Not me. I mean, Shi-chan. I don't know. It's nice. It's really relaxing. It's like half cafe, half restaurant, half sophisticated, half library. What? That's a lot of halves. But Misha doesn't seem to notice that. So, come on. It's not often that we have this much free time. If you're busy, though, you don't have to. It's not like your presence is absolutely required. Ha ha ha! I've never seen a more weakly disguised reverse psychology in my life. I feel kind of tired today, and my teachers in my classes might want to know where I am. Maybe. On the other hand, I haven't really been into town at all since I got here, so this is a good reason to head there. Also, I could use something to eat. If it's Shizune's treat, even better. I'm totally broke. Alright, let's go. Lead the way. Great! Shoo! We make it to the tea shop with a 15-minute walk. It seems that we're the only customers around. Is it always this quiet in the morning? By that I mean, is it always this empty? No, this is kind of weird. Hey, this isn't a bad thing, though, right? You're right. Again, the cute pose. We take our seats at a large, square wooden table, and it hits me that I don't know what this place serves. I just went with what Yuko recommended last time. Hey, is there a menu or something? Nope. That's a strange amount of zest. So, Hee-chan, have you decided what you're going to order? I look around the store and literally can't see anything resembling a menu. I don't understand. What's up with this place? What gives? Is this some kind of secret shop? Can you normally only enter here with a secret handshake, some kind of wink and a nod? Do you need someone to vouch for you? A blood oath? Damn it, it was nothing like this last time. I don't know. Last time I think I just got coffee. What do they serve here? Tea! Well, that's... not just tea, right? Not only tea. There's other stuff too, right? Clearly! Clearly? Like what? There are no menus here. Where are the menus? They're playing another joke on me. There's no way out of this. All I can do is brace myself for the inevitable oncoming burn. I almost want to walk out of the store, but I'm already sitting down. It'd be improper to leave now. The unspoken rules of polite social conduct block my exit like a wall of fire. Except that you're being a complete and total douche. Hisao. I decided to play it safe. I'll order what they ordered, if it's acceptably manly enough. Why don't you two order before me? Ladies first. Well played, Hee-chan, but we already ordered. How's that possible? When? How? From who? We're regulars. We come here so often that we don't have to do that anymore. Well, I guess you've had enough. We're sitting on the menus, of course. I look around at the other tables. There are no menus on any of them. That means they must keep them on a big stack, or in a big stack near the door or something. What a thing to sit on! And what speed to grab them so quickly. Whatever. Can I have one then? You can take one if you want, but you're not the kind of person who would do something that lascivious. Isn't that right? I tell them that I'd just like some coffee and put my head down on the cool tabletop. Coffee? This is a very high-class establishment and you're going to order coffee? I can tell they're messing with me again. In that case, I'll have whatever you're having. Hee-chan is drinking a special tea that's only grown in remote areas of India. The tea is still handmade by a tribe of tea makers who have passed the methods down in their families for generations. They must wade through alligator-infested waters to obtain the leaves once a year. On each trip, some do not make it back alive. I can't drink that. I'd feel too guilty. I'll have what you're having. I don't know what I'm drinking. How? Fine, then I want the tea that people died for. No, never mind. I'll have coffee. If this is a very high-class establishment, then I should have very high-class coffee, right? No one died for it, though. Misha calls for Yuko, who brings over our drinks, and a single incredibly tiny yellow cake with a little black plastic fork stuck in it for each of us. I eat my cake in one bite, amazed at how it's probably the least filling thing I've ever eaten. Hee-chan, do you have any plans for tomorrow? Misha takes a gulp of her tea, something sounding suspiciously high class, even though it looks like ordinary tea. She drinks with incredible recklessness considering how hot it is, the exact opposite of Shizune or Lily. Plans? That sounds ominous. Plans? Yes. Yes, I'm incredibly busy tomorrow. In fact, I have so much to do that I will not have any free time at all. That's right, none whatsoever, and everything I have to do is extremely important. Very, very important. Misha giggles, clearly not buying it, and then signs it all back to Shizune, who nods slowly and deliberately while looking very unamused. Suddenly, she leans forward, staring analytically at my face like a human lie detector, waiting for the smallest tell to give me away. After at least a minute of this, she sits back down in her seat and takes a sip of tea. Okay, Hee-chan, if you're that busy, we don't have anything to do tomorrow, so we thought maybe you'd want to hang out with us at the festival. You're new here anyway, right? Right? So, we thought we would show you around and have some fun together, but if you're that busy, we understand. Oh well, oh well. The both of them shrugged together in perfect sync, as if they've rehearsed it. Hee-chan, you're so paranoid. And you'll never beat me anyway, so why bother getting so worked up about it? Wow, Hee-chan. Beat you? What are you talking about? Is she talking about the coercion? I never realized that it was just a game to her. I thought I was the only one who saw it as a competition. You know? Do you, Hee-chan? Because I don't. You can't outwit me. Well, Hee-chan, not me. What? What are you talking about, Hee-chan? I could see Shizune smiling craftily, daring me to enter this battle of wills and wits with her. When he is pushed to the edges of despair, a man has no choice but to sink or grasp at the fleeting wisps of hope, fight with all his power against the inevitabilities of his fate, and struggle against the impossible. For even if he fails, at least fail knowing that he dared greatly. Or something like that. Well, we'll see about that. Don't underestimate me. Don't you have to follow through to make good on that, Hee-chan? Ah, well, I could get lucky. Don't count out that possibility. You won't. I will. Wait. Let's make a wager on it, then. I don't care about competition. That's a blatant lie. Wait, what exactly do you mean? That's okay, if you don't know, neither do I. So it's settled then. Alright? Alright. What? Didn't you hear what I just said? Now all that's left is the stakes. What the winner wins, or more interestingly, what the loser loses. Hey! This is a very dangerous game I'm playing. Shizune herself is a very dangerous girl, if she can only think in terms of winning and losing. If she views every time that I talk with her as some kind of battle of wills, I don't think I can take it. That kind of thing drives people insane. She's too Machiavellian. Before this, I'd assume she was just kind of stoic. But nevertheless, I'm interested. In hindsight, I realize that I just challenged her to what is essentially a duel without any rules. That won't end until one of us is... what? I guess that's it. That's so vague. What are the conditions for winning or losing? The first person to feel stupid loses? I don't know. I've never had to think of anything like this before. Never? Never. So you've never gambled, Hee-chan? I'm surprised you two have. Oh, come on, it's just for fun anyway, between friends. It's about causing humiliation, suffering, and absolute despair, isn't that the point? Shizune puts the finger to her temple thoughtfully. How about this, Hee-chan? If you lose, you have to go to school one day without any pants on. Are you insane? Although in comparison to what I was afraid she would say, it's pretty mild. Can we just bet money like normal people? It's not like you could match my wager if we did. Now it's your turn, but nothing perverted, understand? I think I need more time. This is gonna have me constantly on edge for weeks. Okay, come on, you should both hurry up, your drinks are getting cold. Oh, goddammit, I keep forgetting to read. I quickly down the rest of my coffee, as Shizune does the same, staring at me with a fierce look of competition in her eyes. It seems like a waste for her to be gulping down someone that someone may have died for her to enjoy. Hee-chan, are you sure you don't want to hang out tomorrow? A lot of people are looking forward to it, and you don't want to miss out. I mumble unintelligibly at her. I don't really understand. It's time to think. Shizune's drink is smaller, but I can consume mine faster. If Shizune finishes her drink first, she might skip out on paying, leaving me to pick up the tab, even though she said the drinks were on her. Because I have no money on me, I would be humiliated, and therefore this could be considered a loss. If I finish first, the laws of chivalry would make me look like a jerk, as I would need to run out of the tea house, leaving her to pay for everything. That could also be considered a loss. She would use that. In the event of a draw, she may attempt to run out the door, and I'll probably do the same. This might lead to a collision at the door, which would be humiliating, but not overly so. And Misha would be left to pick up the tab. This is really childish. I'm a little disappointed in Shizune and myself. Well, Hee-chan, it'd really be nice if we could all celebrate how well we put everything together for the festival by taking a look at our handiwork. Misha seems oblivious to the fact that an epic battle of wills is raging right in front of her. I nod slowly and down the last of my coffee. Well, I'm finished enjoying my drink. I guess it's time for me to leave, and I'm going to leave now, calmly. You too, Hee-chan? Why are you two acting so weird? I quickly walk out the door and Shizune follows. Misha's gonna have to foot the bill. Sorry, Misha. Catching up to me, Shizune quickly pushes up her glasses and presses a note into my hand. If you lose, you have to come hang out with us tomorrow. So you think you can win today? That's kind of cocky, Shizune. I forget for a second that she can't hear me, and I nod. Right now, she seems much cuter than she usually is, smiling softly with a hint of confidence coming through. Shizune looks energetic and carefree, although it could just be the caffeine. She winks and extends her hand for a handshake. Wonder if there's a buzzer in there she plans to shock me. That doesn't seem like something she would do, so I accept. With a squeeze, she pushes another note into my hand. I momentarily think that it's a buzzer and wonder if the shock could kill me. Shizune smirks and then runs off. You probably don't know how to get back to school from here, so there will be work waiting for you when you do. See you then! I crush the note in my fist dramatically, but there's no one there to see it, and that makes me sad. I wonder if it's too late to go back to the shop and ask Misha for directions. But then again, I gave her a hard time for not knowing the way here, so I can't allow her to score off me by not knowing the way back. And if I ask her, Shizune could see it as a victory. No, it's not necessary. The school's on top of a damn hill. How hard could it be to find? I may be slightly directionally challenged, but even I'm sure that I can do this. About an hour and a half later, I walked along paved path leading from the gates to the main building. Haha! Just the person we were waiting for. So you made it here eventually, Hee-chan. Good. Now it's time for work. Misha and Shizune had laid an ambush for me in the main lobby of the ground floor, and I walked straight into it. I could have just circled around the school like I'd originally planned, but I thought I was overreacting and being silly. Misha's waving a stack of printouts in my general direction, taunting me. We sort of need your help. Sort of. We need your help. You will help us. Misha speaks with the usual playful, carefree manner, but even so I can hear Shizune's unnervingly hard severity behind it. That sounds like an order. Really? Is it? Eh? It is? Ah, sorry, Hee-chan. I guess it is. She doesn't sound very sorry at all. I thought we had almost everything done by now, but it turns out we have all these signs to attach to backing boards. More hands make light work. And everybody wins! This is your duty, after all, as a member of the Student Council, which you are a part of. As a member of the Student Council. It's a simple task, so getting it out of the way now would be good. It's not that much work. A small thing, really. And we'd really appreciate your help. Really, really appreciate it. Besides, it's time to pay back for us treating you so nicely. So the tea shop was a trap after all, you two-timing scoundrels. Don't say that, it was completely unrelated. We wanted to celebrate you joining the council. Why did you bring it up then? No buts, you're coming with us. I don't even get to finish my sentence as they grab me by the arms and try to pull me towards their office. Misha laughs giddily as she and Shizune exchange sly looks behind my back. I don't think you have a choice in this, Hee-chan. There are two of us, so don't even try to get away now. Don't take us lightly. Hee-chan, it's your duty to help us anyway, as a member of the Student Council. Alright, how can I forget? But seriously, aren't there other people who can help you? Like who, Hee-chan? You were fine with helping us yesterday. Yesterday's not today. And anyone who isn't me. Why don't you have anybody else in the council? That's what we'd like to know. Misha's laughter explodes through the hall. She doesn't notice the grimace on my face at all. That's right, it's just the two of them, isn't it? Alright. Okay, I'll help you. Misha runs her tongue over her teeth, looking quite pleased. That's my Hee-chan. I knew we could trust you. So predictable. When we get to the student council room, my jaw drops. The number of signs, backing boards, and signposts is insane. They're stacked all over the place like building materials at a construction site. Something I let Shizune and Misha know right off the bat. There's so many signposts here you could probably build a second wall around the school with them. Really? Well, there are a lot of them, so maybe. Eh? No? How do you know that, Hee-chan? Really? Don't tell me she's actually considered it. Shizune hesitates and pushes her glasses up a bit as Misha lets out a very uneasy-sounding laugh. So she did consider it. That's irrelevant, Hee-chan. Can we get on with making the signs, please? Alright. I feel sort of lied to, though. I thought you said it wouldn't be that much work. Ah, well, Shi-chan meant it wouldn't be that much work for us. Someone has to supervise you while you do this, to make sure you're doing it right. Those people will be us. So what are you two gonna do? Watch you! No, it's just a joke, Hichan. We'll help you too, of course. The student council is really supposed to have a lot more people. It's just a bad year. Fewer people than usual, even though we didn't have that many the year before. And then there's just a lot more work than before, too. Besides, Shi-chan likes working with you, and so do I. We've accomplished a lot more than we normally could, I can accept that. Lately, they've been looking a little... Whoops. Sorry about that, folks. I dropped my mouse. They've been looking a little fatigued every time I see them. Student council work is apparently a 24-hour-a-day thing, and from what I've seen and heard, there's just the two of them. I guess I make it 3. They must work almost non-stop. I wonder how much time they spend working in this room when I don't see them. And I've even glimpsed Misha taking naps sometimes without Shizune at her side. By herself, Shizune has to be working 60-hour weeks doing her student council duties on top of her regular classes. 2 hours pass, and I reach for attack only to find that the box is empty. Shizune grabs it before I can even say anything. She smiles, tossing it expertly into a trash can along with another empty box of tacks. Excuse me. So you're out too, Hichan? Don't worry, Shi-chan says she'll get some more. We went through a box too, but me and Shi-chan decided to wait until you needed a new box as well before getting a new one. Something about that strikes me as odd. Wait, we both ran out of tacks just now? Oh, what a weird coincidence, huh? Well, actually, Hichan, we ran out 20 minutes ago, and there was only one spare box of tacks, the ones we gave to you. And you were flying through those pretty quickly, too, so we thought we should wait until we both had no more tacks before getting more. Then Shi-chan could go get fresh boxes of tacks for us all at the same time. For efficiency. Shizune nods, preparing to step out of the door. Wait a second, so what did you two do for the past 20 minutes? Nothing, of course. What could we do? We had no tacks, Hichan. Shizune and Misha exchange knowing glances before they give me a perfectly synchronized and incredibly exaggerated simultaneous shrug. I see. So you decided to take a break. Clever. Oh, we know it was clever. Whose idea was it? The both of us, of course, Well, Hichan, it was all Shi-chan's idea. I turn immediately to Shizune, who gives me a curt wave and a surprisingly cheery smile before quickly vanishing out the door. More of that tsundere bullshit in action. Well, then why didn't you just say you wanted to take a break? I used to think that Shizune and Misha were polar opposites. Misha always seemed so energetic and playful, like any other girl. Shizune, on the other hand, always seemed distant, aggressively manipulative, and vaguely scary, but distant. There were times when I thought that she had no sense of humor. As cute as she was, I'd almost never seen her smile, not to mention all the other things. The analytical stare, the permanently stoic expression, even her penmanship, so mechanically precise that everything she writes looks typed. But Shizune and Misha aren't really as different as I thought. I'm a little surprised. Why? Shizune, I didn't know that she liked to joke around like that. What I meant to say is I didn't know that she could act so girlish. It was actually pretty cute. You'd be surprised, Hichan. Well, I didn't know you and her were so close either the first time I saw you. I've always been curious as to how these two met. You two go far back or something? Childhood friends? Next door neighbors? Sorry, Hichan, it's not anything like that, even if it would be cuter that way. When I came to the school, they just placed me next to Shi-chan, and she looked like a very serious person. And I thought, I'm going to be spending the rest of the year next to this person, maybe. So it'd be nice if we could be friends, but I wonder if she'll like me. And I learned that she was deaf. You know, Hichan, the first time I just thought she was ignoring me. But luckily I knew a little sign language, and we became friends. I want to know where Misha learned how to sign, but I guess that's something for later. Now, I guess we're always together. It's nice. I've always wanted someone to listen to me, and I think Shi-chan likes having someone to talk to, so everybody wins. That's nice. That's it? You look disappointed, Hichan. What were you expecting? You know, Hichan, I don't think that me and Shi-chan thanked you properly. For what? joining the student council. You've been a real help to us, He-chan. I think I'll get a lot more sleep now. Well, I'm glad I could help. I'm glad I could help if it helps a young woman sleep at night. That's an interesting thing to say, He-chan. Shi-chan really appreciates you helping us out too. At that moment, Shizune steps back into the room, looking slightly annoyed and sipping offhandedly from a juice box. She throws 2 boxes of tacks on the floor with a wry smile. Ah, Shi-chan. Misha opens her mouth to speak, but then quickly closes it as Shizune suddenly crumples her juice box with a crunch like the sound of breaking bones. Ah, she must be really signing up a storm. I can tell that each harsh, quaking hand gesture is most likely an epithet. What's she saying? It was just very hard to get these. I guess that's an understatement, Shi-chan. Shizune calms down a bit, straightening her glasses and lightly brushing her bangs back with one finger. It really wasn't a big deal in retrospect. That's forward-thinking of you. Alright then, I guess the 2 of us should get back to work, He-chan. Sure, why not? By the time we're done with the signs, it's already getting dark out. I hadn't expected something like this to take so long. But then again, if it were that easy, I doubt Shizune and Misha would have asked for my help. Shizune falls into a nearby chair, cracking her knuckles systematically and letting out a muted yawn. That's all for today, I guess. That's a good thing, Shi-chan. I'm very tired too. That took longer than expected. You agree? We didn't expect it to take so long either. Not as planned. Oh, I'm so hungry. I just realized I haven't eaten all day. Now that I think about it, I haven't eaten anything since I woke up this morning, but right now I'm almost too tired to think about food. I think they already stopped serving dinner. This can't be happening. He-chan, can you think of any way we could obtain food? Obtain food? I don't like her tone of voice. Why not order out? Oh, that's right. I guess we could do that. Order out? From where? From town, of course. I didn't know they delivered to the school. But what are we going to get? Maybe some Chinese food. Irony. Japanese people eating Chinese food. As long as you're going to, can I get on it? Can I get in on it too? I'm also really hungry. He-chan, you should have just said so in the first place. What's that? It's your treat. That's great, that's great. That's true. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here so late, Shi-chan. Misha quickly grabs a menu from the drawer behind her and begins to enter the numbers slowly and carefully as if she's used to messing it up. What do you want, He-chan? I guess I'll just have some dumplings. I raise my hand in a gesture of thanks to Shizune, who responds with a very faint split-second smile. He-chan, Shi-chan is paying for everything tonight. It's all on her, so you can afford to splurge a little. Some shrimp fried rice too, then, I guess? Alright. And you, Shi-chan? A Chinese omelet? Okay. Hey, Misha, does that really mean omelet? Can I see that again? Sure. Like this, like this. And this is for what you ordered. Dumplings. Shrimp fried rice. I'm gonna get soup and stir fry. I'm gonna get soup and a stir fry. You say that like this. And here's how much it all costs. 3,685 yen. Which roughly translates to about 36 bucks. Well, I don't know in how many situations I'll need to remember such an exact number. Okay. I'm gonna order now unless anyone wants something else. No objections? Alright then. Shizune impatiently twirls a pair of chopsticks between her fingers as we wait for the food to arrive. Hey, where'd you get those? This isn't the first time we've ordered out, He-chan, and they always give us a ton of chopsticks for some reason, even when we tell them we're only 2 people. And you two have accumulated a lot of them from long nights eating takeout in the office. That's exactly it. I'm overstating it? That's right, Shi-chan. Hey, He-chan, did you know that once we've collected 100 pairs of chopsticks from ordering out, we'll be able to take over the universe? I used to think that too when I was little. He-chan, are you good at breaking them down the middle? I can never do it right, so I found The little pile of chopsticks Shi-chan had saved up had practiced on at least 20 of them. She was really mad about that. I let out a laugh as Shizune turns bright red with indignation. I didn't know she had such a childish side. I'd never heard of that particular myth before this game, by the way. When the food arrives, I dig in heartily, drinking one of the tiny cans of soda Shizune bought for us from one of the vending machines in the hall. Thanking them both for the food, I head back to my dorms, ready to turn in for the night. The dorms are eerily quiet except for the sound of portable TVs and radios murmuring unintelligibly behind thin walls. It's quiet here at night, and very peaceful. I can hear the crickets chirping outside my window and see actual stars when I look up. Tired, I try to fall asleep as quickly as I can, only feeling slightly robbed of my Saturday. Hey, perfect timing! The days seem to be going a little faster now, which is good news for me. Alright. It's Sunday, folks. It's the day of the festival. And next time, that's what we'll be doing. We'll be hanging out with Shizune and Misha at the festival. So, for now, I'm your host, NeoMegaMan, signing off. End of line.